can't take it no more. YouTube, what it do, and what it don't do, man. It's your boy Self-Conscious, and I'm tapping in with a quick video. Not gonna be on here too long, man. I gotta go have some things taken care of this morning. Gotta have a CAT scan done on my abdomen or whatever. So, God first, man. I'm good. I always take God with me everywhere I go. You feel me? That part right there. But anyway, man, y'all see what the thumbnail is. I mean, well, I tried to put the thumbnail up. YouTube rejected it for whatever reasons. I don't have the slightest idea why all of a sudden I can't put a thumbnail up. But y'all see what the title say. We talking about Donald Trump's big, beautiful bill real fast, right? I just want to do a quick check-in. Like I said, I'm not going to be on here long. But I'm going to tell y'all something, right? These illegal immigrants, a lot of them are pissed off, right? They saying, man, we've been over here working over here in this country. You know what I'm saying? Well, at least their advisors are saying that. Those that's, you know what I'm saying, representing a lot of them, right? With these businesses that they done established over here in America and stuff like that. And most of them are illegal anyway, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, so they saying that Donald Trump is wrong for taking benefits from the illegal aliens and now shifting it over to the American citizens, right? And I just want somebody to help me make this shit make sense, bro. I can't believe an advisory would even fix their mouth to say something as such. Illegal aliens or undocumented immigrants over here in America are complaining about financial benefits that they are no longer receiving from the government. Make it make sense. I'm just saying I'm the messenger, man. I'm the messenger, man. You know what I'm saying? So I know a lot of people might say, well, damn, that's not important. Why is he talking about that? It is important, bro. It's definitely important. Anytime something of this magnitude or nature takes place or transpires, it's always important. Because this goes to show the people when the Democrats was in office, they didn't care about any of this. They literally did. They didn't care about American citizens, you know what I'm saying, receiving what we rightfully deserve. You know what I'm saying? They put us on the back end for these aliens, bro. So to see Donald Trump in office with this big, beautiful bill saying that, hey, this is what's going on, X, Y, and Z. We're not focusing on ABC right now. So now it comes to a point where everybody want to question this big, beautiful bill. Now, I've looked at this bill. I've had access to the bill. And I'm going to agree with y'all, right? Because that's what I'm here for. I'm here to be honest and upfront. I'm not going to sit here and lie and sugarcoat for Donald Trump or none of that. So when I seen this bill, the first thing I said, I don't agree with all of this. And I don't. I'm just saying. I don't agree with Donald Trump's big, beautiful bill in its entirety. However, I do agree with 90% of it. That's a huge percentage. And the only reason why I don't agree with those other 10% or that other 10% is because I feel as though Donald Trump can sub that up with something else. Not saying that 10% is horrible or bad. I just think he could have just subbed it out with something else. But like I said, we got time with Trump in office. We got another 3 years almost with Trump in office. So I'm pretty sure he may go back and revisit this big, beautiful bill and deem that there may be some changes that needs to be made at some point or within that bill. I'm confident in that. But for the illegal immigrants, for these advisors, this is crazy, right? We know that these peoples are illegal. We know this for a fact. They ain't got no business being over here without no paperwork, right? But y'all done went out there and hired these advisors to speak on y'all behalf. Like ICE don't know who the hell y'all are. Where you at? Come on, man. We talking about American citizens that's representing these people. You feel me? So at the end of the day, this big, beautiful bill, I feel as though was the best move that Donald Trump could have made. Because see, now we finna reestablish the economy. We finna reestablish and balance out. And that's what we doing. We dealing with this morning. We dealing with balance, right? And like I said, I'm not gonna be on here too long. You know what I mean? Y'all know I don't waste time and energy. I just don't do it. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? We just don't do that. You feel me? But I just felt the need again that it was necessary for me to speak on this, right? Because, hey, somebody got to talk about it. We just can't sit here and ignore the fact that all this work Donald Trump is putting in, we benefiting from it. You know, just like the tariffs. Everybody saying, oh, he shouldn't have done that because now these other countries finna do this and they finna do that. They ain't gonna want to sell our product. Let me tell y'all something, man. You may not see it now, right? But 6, 7, 8 more months down the line, y'all gonna actually see it. And not only that, you're gonna see the benefits that's within it. Like I said, I'm just a messenger, man. You know, inconveniences in advance for being upfront and direct. I don't know no other way. I truly really don't know no other way but to keep it 100, right? So with that being said, I'm about to jump off of this thing, man. As always, I would say this right here. If you's a Republican, man, be consistent with that you say you stand for. You know, I always tell people that you have to be a perfect reminder, not just for yourself, but for other people as well. If you say you stand for something or you represent something, be consistent with it. Don't allow anyone to discourage you or to make you feel like you doing something wrong, because you're not. This is what you breathe. I mean, I'm a true patriot, bro. I'm a true patriot. And I'm not ashamed to say that I'm a patriot or a Republican. I'm not ashamed to say that. I'm not ashamed to place it on heavy display. It's nothing wrong with that. But I just want people to know, being Republicans, true Republicans at that, certain things we can't tolerate. Certain things we're not going to tolerate. By no means necessary. So if I'm rubbing anybody the wrong way, hey, it is what it is. I'm sorry. But I don't owe nobody no apologies, because this is what I represent. This is my job. My job is to keep the people informed at all times, especially my people anyway. You know, we want to know what President Trump is doing. We voted for him, right? That's the main reason, the purpose why we got out and voted for President Donald Trump. We voted for him for a reason. And that reason is this right here. We needed change. And we finally got what we requested. Promises made, is kept. But I get it though. Like I said, man, I don't know, man. It just sometimes it makes me feel like a lot of y'all out there be undercover Democrats, man. Y'all be streaming and stressing that you Republican, but you be Democrat on the low, boy. That's a scary situation too, by the way, just for the record. It's scary to know that you have people out there that's infiltrated. That's just like I told y'all about Robert F. Kennedy Jr. He was infiltrating the whole time, man. That man wouldn't represent or support Donald Trump. Man, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. was infiltrating the whole entire time. A lot of people didn't see it, obviously, but I seen it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I got about 20 more minutes on here. I got about 20 more minutes, 19, and I'm gonna hop up off of this live stream. I may hop off before then, because, you know, like I said, not trying to sound funny or rude, man, but I don't know, man. With me, my time and energy is valuable, bro. Like, I'm just saying, you know, some people may say, man, you complaining. No, you don't do no complaining, bro. It's just that I take this thing so serious, right? To where as though I don't have time to play around. I don't have time to shake and fake. None of that shit. That does not run through my DNA. That's not within my DNA, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, like I said, Donald Trump's big beautiful bill, bro. I definitely see the effects of it. It's definitely working. You have a lot of people out here that's complaining right now. Obviously, those that's complaining are the able bodies that Donald Trump was talking about. You know, the ones that been sitting on their ass, receiving all these free benefits every month, food stamps, Medicaid, these disability checks, and ain't nothing wrong with half of them, bro. So you got to think about it. People like you and I that's out here busting our behinds on a daily basis to provide for our family. They taking all this tax out of our hard-earned work money to give to these people that can in fact get out and work and earn their money. So those people, quite naturally, are going to be the ones that's not too happy with Donald Trump's big beautiful bill. And those are the ones that I'm speaking about. Now, I'm not saying that don't nobody out here deserve these benefits, because you do have people that just can't work. You do have people that do have to depend on the government to provide them with financial aid and assistance because they need it. But what about the ones for 29 days? Listen at this, right? And I'm gonna let y'all go. The ones for 29 days, they walk around, they jump, hop, skip, they drinking, they laughing, they cutting up, they partying, they doing all of this. But when the first of the month hit, they got their canes out, they got their back brace on, they got their neck braces on when they going in the bank. Now they hurt. Now they hurt because it's check day. And it's a shame, right? But I tell my black people, bro, stop depending on the government. Get out and work, bro. Set great standards for your kids. Give your kids a reason to want to grow up and be successful in life and earn their own things on their own account versus having to depend on the government to give them or provide everything to them. That's all I'm saying, bro. And like I said, what I'm talking about probably don't mean that to a lot of people because you so accustomed and used to receiving these benefits from the government. Now that Donald Trump is gradually, slowly but surely taking these benefits away from people that I'm talking about, now it's like he done took something away from you. It's like you can't think now, like you can't operate, you can't articulate because damn, now I got to get out and work. Now I can't sit here and wait for Uncle Sam to send me all this free money every month. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm just being honest, bro. And yeah, you got white folk out there that depend on the government too, but mostly black people, bro. And then the sad thing about it, not to jump off track away from this big beautiful bill, but you know what I'm talking about. It's coincide with each other, right? This is what I want y'all to know, right? Check this part out right here. And this real spill, right? And this is real talk. You can have all these black people out here that's millionaires and billionaires. Millionaires and billionaires, right? Do you see any of them saying, you know what? Hey, let's everybody come together, put some money in this pool, right? Let's put some money in this pool